Hi, it's Red Recapped here. Today I'm going to describe another episode of the episodic movie called Wild Tales. There are some spoilers ahead. Let's start the movie without further ado. The movie opens up in a fancy wedding hall in Argentina, Buenos Aires, where a couple are going to get married. Both families are rich of Jewish origin. The ceremony begins with memorable moments of the bride and groom's childhood from being born till coming of age, broadcast on a big screen. It makes crowds in the saloon cheer, seeing the picture appear on screen. Everything is going very well and the atmosphere is awesome. Shortly after, the bride and groom's presence is announced by the wedding singer, cheering everyone up. ARIEL is an upper-class man who runs a $1 million company and is marrying a girl from his own class named Romina. ARIEL and Romina are overjoyed to finally have got the chance to marry. The great atmosphere also adds to their joy. They greet, hug, dance and chat with each and every relatives, friends and colleagues as well as their families. With every unique music played, people's mood also changes from the better to the best. The bond between the invited crowd and the couple is astonishing. They take some happy group photos. Shortly after, Romina is approached by a couple there. As Romina is talking to them, she abruptly notices ARIEL, who seems to be flirting with one of the girls, named Lourdes, on ARIEL's colleague's table. We also hear that ARIEL is telling him, "You are so gorgeous." The smile on Romina's face fades away and she walks off to grab her phone. In shock, she calls a number she had already saved on her phone. To her surprise, the number is answered by Lourdes. When she calls again, Lourdes spots her over the saloon. She gets disturbed and asks the man next to him to fake talking to her. While Romina's blood boils, a romantic classical music is played, implying that it's time for a romantic duo dance. ARIEL opens his arms in smile and approaches a pissed off and heartbroken Romina. Once they start dancing, Romina asks ARIEL what the connection is between Lourdes and ARIEL's guitar teacher, which leaves ARIEL puzzled. It's revealed that she had suspected ARIEL when he got a call. Back then, ARIEL told her it was his guitar teacher. But Romina never believed his words. So she saved the phone number for herself, which had just turned out to belong to Lourdes. ARIEL is pushed right up the edge and left speechless. Romina adamantly asks him to confess he had an affair with the girl. ARIEL finally admits it but explains that it meant nothing to him, but to no avail. Romina bursts into crying and storms off the hall. Shortly after she finds herself on the rooftop, it seems she is looking to jump down the building and kill herself. Just then, she hears a manly voice of one of the chefs from behind. They start talking and Romina tells the chef that her husband had just cheated on her with one of the guests. She also adds in sob that she doesn't know what to do with all the guests down there while she's totally devastated. The chef hopes that she can forgive him if she is in love with him, but Romina refuses as she is majorly doubted of ARIEL being the man who she intends to share the rest of her life with. The chef offers her to finish the wedding quickly and normal. Once it ends, she can tell the cheater that their marriage is over. He also understands her current feelings but encourages her to move on. Romina becomes calm listening to his words. A combination of revenge and affection forms in her. So Romina embraces him and soon starts kissing him on the lips. After being shocked for seconds, the chef kisses her back passionately. Once ARIEL arrives on the rooftop, he almost gets a stroke when he finds Romina having an affair with one of the staff. The chef is embarrassed and pulls his pants up quickly. But Romina starts threatening ARIEL that she will take every property he has had. She angrily adds that she will sleep with every man she sees so that he has to file for divorce. His secrets will be revealed on the social networks and Romina tortures him as much as he has no choice but to jumping down a bridge and killing himself. And that's how death will part them. Hearing her vengeful words, ARIEL pukes, while Romina simply walks away as well as the chef. When Romina is back in the saloon, guests already learn that everything is messed up between the couple. But they have no idea about the details. Regardless of that, Romina asks the music band to play music and drags her friends to dance. Once ARIEL arrives, he is picked up by his celebrating friend. ARIEL screams in despair, "Put me down, you idiots." In a huge contrast with his mood, his friends undress him, leaving him only in his underwear. At the same time, he notices the chef is talking passionately about what he has just experienced, which makes his co-workers laugh and gets ARIEL pissed off even more. On the other hand, Romina is maniacally dancing and enjoying her crazy side. When she dances up a storm with her companions, her mood suddenly changes, as she notices Lourdes is leaving. Romina rushes over the saloon and almost forces her to stay, taking her through the crowd and starts dancing with her. She rapidly swirls her around the dance floor. Lourdes almost begs her to stop as she might vomit, but Romina doesn't care. When the pace comes to the peak, Romina smashes her into a nearby mirror. Lourdes is severely injured. Doctors are summoned to check up on her. It's announced that there are surface wounds, but Lourdes must take to the hospital for making sure that all her tendons are fine. Hearing this, Romina mockingly asks her if she has a good insurance. She is stopped and forced back to the saloon by a relative. Back to the saloon, Romina asks the DJ to play. Guests are baffled seeing her behavior, particularly when she strangely offers to cut the cake using shard of mirror. She then tells her friends it was a hard night, but now she wants to enjoy her wedding night. Shortly after, the procurement in charge approaches her asking about further plans for wedding. ARIEL intervenes and replies the wedding is over. But Romina strangely tells him that they hadn't even eaten pastrami yet, that they had planned for it for days. ARIEL angrily asks her to stop and let the guests leave. He also adds that their family lawyer offers to sue her, but he intends not to do so. But Romina believes that it was his mother's plan. ARIEL screams at her to stop it and bursts into crying while desperately telling her, "What have I done to you?" His mother tries to calm him down, while Romina ironically finds it a good shot for photography and urges the staff to photograph this sentimental moment. Since Romina keeps saying annoying words, in a fit of rage, ARIEL's mother attacks her, but is angrily stopped by Romina's father. The situation is totally messed up. Doctors arrive to help new injured people. The doctor suspects that ARIEL has taken drugs, but he is told he's in emotional shock. Romina is urged to sit to get her blood pressure, as she is sobbing in despair. ARIEL then angrily makes himself free to go open the champagne door and starts drinking it in apathy. He then grabs a knife, which causes everyone to scream in fear. All the guests, including the doctor, request him to be calm and put the knife down. But he picks up the cake, cuts it into pieces and starts devouring it. He then cleans up his mouth using the tablecloth. ARIEL opens his arms to Romina. While he has no similarity to a groom and Romina is much like a mourner. The couple take each other's hands and start kissing in tears, anger and revenge. Soon, their lovemaking becomes wild, leaving everyone with no choice but to leave. They strangely continue what they started. It is something like animals mating rather than what people do. The cake pieces pour down the floor, indicating how strange their relationship is. That's all from the video. Thanks for watching.